All right, welcome back, everybody. I've been so hard at work. It is crazy how hard at work I've been. Um, on the world, of course. Well, and in real life, I'm always at hard work. I'm still doing the triathlon training. That keeps me very, very busy. Of course, wife, kids, family keeps me very, very busy as well. But yeah, so, anyways, the farms are going great. I definitely need to get more harvesters. I've been dragging my feet a little bit on the harvester side, but that's okay. We're slowly but surely making progress, right? Having all these bees, though, this is a ridiculous amount of resources. Look at this. Bam. I can change all those in for emeralds. Basically, that's 6 emeralds that I just harvested there, which is pretty darn sweet. Oh, maybe I haven't been that lazy. Oh, would you look at that? Oh, yeah, that's right. I have 4 harvesters. Ha ha ha. Haven't been that lazy at all. So a quick little note. Each one of these was burning up about what was it, 120 RF per tick or 150, something like that. So what I did, I have the HV capacitor. You guys remember I made that in the past. But what I did here is I actually restricted their input to 25 RF per tick. I could probably even go slower, right? I mean, this is wasting a ton of energy every time it goes to the end, and there's nothing for it to harvest. So I slowed it down, right? As you can see, the ticks are going across nice and slowly. It still is probably a little wasteful. Like there's one that's full, right? So we're wasting a little bit there. It's like, oh my God, harvest me, please, please. But once it ticks up, then it'll harvest. So we have it on a pretty slow rate on purpose, right? But what that's doing is it's making our power last that much longer, which is great because those things were hogs. And then you really don't need all that power coming in there. You really don't. So for the most part, this American RTG is 160. We have 2550. We're only using about 101 right now with the controller itself. So just a quick little tip on how you can, throttle your harvesters and stuff like that. But we should be harvesting absolutely everything down to here, which is amazing. And then once I get the foliage out, it'll also be harvesting all of the fruit down to here. So that is a really good spread. It really is. We have avocados. We have a lot of different things that have been planted. So yeah, as you can see, avocado, peppercorns. We're over a stack of peppercorns as well. Tea leaves. We got 3 stacks. We're starting to, really get into the good stuff there with the harvesters. I might need to put down more fruit sections. And I was thinking about putting them over the water as well. So we might just add in some more, but those ones will definitely be for aesthetic more than anything else. So over here, I've been at work. A couple things. One of them I am not completed on, which kind of sucks too. But over here, as you can see, I have everything laid out. I made myself the ultimate control unit, the atomic alloys, the teleporters, the robot, you name it, using up all my resources like a boss to get myself all of that. We're only missing 2 pieces here, and those 2 pieces for the digital miner are the machine frames from thermal expansion, which is still currently gated. So if we take a look at our gate for that, we can't even get to it yet because we require RF tools. RF tools requires pink slime. I do not have the setup at this point in time to do pink slime, but we will or should be soon. Okay. I did get a biogenerator just for the quest reward. It's so cheap. I was like, well, I might as well build this thing. Why not? So yeah, I'll just throw that down, somewhere for now, basically. It's not really, I don't need it right now. I don't have any biofuel anyways. I could make some, but for right now, we're good. We're good. But I did want to get the quest. So now we can get our quest for the mechanism biogenerator. Very good. Glowing glass. It's actually nice. It's actually not bad. It's glowstone. It's glowstone. half a stack of glowstone. I'm okay with that. Other than that, I've been busy at work here with a lot of different things. And most of them are down in the IC2 section. Oh, by the way, that computer thing from Open Computers, that was the worst thing to craft. There was so many steps involved. So many steps. So let's head on down first and foremost and take a look. I actually have everything that I require now for our nuclear reactor, which is absolutely awesome. Man, the amount of copper, ridiculous amounts of copper. Absolutely ridiculous amounts of copper, but I guess that's the way she goes. So, yeah. First things first, I always start with the smallest stuff, and then we can fill in the gaps from there, right? So, these guys, pretty good. These things are so expensive. So expensive. We have these heat vents, which is good. Basically, all of these go kind of like so. And that guy goes there, and there, and there, and there, and then in the corner, and one above. Beautiful. And then these overclocked heat vents are the final step, which we are looking at basically like so. Like so, I believe. Yeah. Okay, we're good. That. Good. That. Excellent. Boom, boom. That surrounds all of that. That surrounds all of that. Boom, boom. Down. Over. Like so. Amazing. Nailed it. Got it. I did make enough, right? That doesn't go there. That one doesn't go there. That one goes there. I think that's good. So that leaves us with 6 spots. 1, 2, correct. 3, correct. 4, 5. Oh, sorry, 7 spots. 6, 7. Excellent. So to go into those is going to be quad uranium fuel cells. Now, we do not have that crafting set up as of yet, but we could actually probably do it. We do have our analog crafter here with the capabilities of doing some of this stuff, but we already have that one set up for other things. Let's just remove some of this gravel and get over to here. Yeah, there we go. So this guy here is actually going to go outside, and that's not ideal, but for now, I think it's going to be what's necessary for us to do these crafts. So we're going to do sticky, we're going to do spread, right? And basically, those iron plates should be spreading. Why are they not spreading? There we go. So iron plates like so. So the quad uranium cells, they take those singles that we've already made with iron plates down the middle and copper plates on the outside. Now, I left the copper plates upstairs, and that's fine. We can kind of just go in and around like so. Very good. And let's get at least 2 of those. Now, I also want to do the old swapperoo of our gear. Make sure we have the hazmat on, because we're going to need these uranium cells. Okay, beautiful. So, I think I have my climbing gloves. I do. Okay, excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay, back over here, we need copper, and then boom, 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 boom. So that'll be our recipe. That should always be on. That's good. And then from there, we'll need to auto-craft it with XNet, which we can do. Okay, slow fall, thank you. You going through that charm something fierce, though, with all my moving around. I should probably actually remove it, but that's okay. All right, I have no uranium on me, that's good, but now I do. So let's go see about getting this thing auto-crafted. Now, I'm also thinking that I need to house some plates, like a stack of each, in an accessible area to get these quad uranium cells auto-crafted somewhat automatically. We're not 100% automatic. I think for me to do this automatically, I would require 2... Whoa. Why is this down so much? Is my power... Oh, we're out of lava. That's why. That's why. Okay. We'll have to go get some lava here shortly. Anyways, so let's go down here and let's find ourselves... So the nuclear reactor is one of them, right? We definitely want to be importing and exporting a specific thing from it. But I need to get those quad fuel cells first. Okay? So, ooh, I didn't look. This way is north. No, that's north, right? Yeah. So this way is west. So that one would be east from that. Yeah, right here. Okay, good. So we have this one here on this. Insert and extract enriched uranium. Good. So on the east, we will go insert, just the same. But then I want to extract the quad uranium. That's what I need. I need one quad here. So let's get ourselves one quad uranium crafted up, and then we'll go from there. So let me grab, okay, I already have the copper plates. Let's get 4 or 5 of these. 4, that should be enough. We'll head on down, and let's get these at least crafted. We can use the crafter itself to get this done, right? There we go. There we go. Boom. And boom. Okay, so if I throw them in like that, that'll spread them out. That is great. And then I'm just going to throw in these 2. And that's going to craft us the quad fuel. Excellent. Okay. Now we can go back over to our setup and get this configured. Very expensive. Very crazy. I probably should have set up one of those... I'm starting to think that I need multiple different XNet sections. Like I have the food one over there and you name it. So I'm kind of thinking that I need to start to diversify that a little bit. Okay, so on the east, I'm going to close that channel for a second. I'm going to extract quad uranium cells. Beautiful. We can access that again. And this guy, we will do an insert. It's only going to insert the items that we have anyways. So we should be fine. We should be fine. I think. Now, on this same one, let's see if we have our drawers there. Okay, good. That's just straight export. So we should be getting quad uranium cells. Very nicely. Now, they have no place to go. That's probably the biggest thing. Now, we don't need to have a separate storage for these things, right? We really don't, because we will have the storage of the analog crafter. Now, of course, it's a storage that we can't access very easily. I mean, I can bust down this wall, for example, like so, and we can take a look, right? But for now, we don't really have a good storage for those, okay? So we'll just split those up. I need at least 7, so we need 7 to get started. And are we honestly short? Oh no, I have 7. Awesome. The perfect amount. Beautiful. I want to keep at least 1 of each of these plates, just because I do want to have a storage of those. So, if I grab all 7 of these quad fuel uranium, right? Basically from here, I'm a little concerned about having these on me. Let's go put them downstairs in the chest before I sleep. I can't remember if the sleeping mat takes off any of our gear. And that could have been death by basically sleeping. That one would have been pretty funny, actually. Okay, so we need to tell this now. I've removed them all, so let's go back over to our control system. I know, it's a bit of a jaunt. I apologize. I should probably have this on its own little system. And I might do that down the road. We might change it up and do like some routers and such. Might be a good way to go. But basically on the reactor here, so we have this one as the export over here for the quad. So we're going to go insert of quad uranium cells. All right. Now what that's going to do is that's going to allow us to insert all of the quad uranium cells that we have into a system, into the nuclear reactor. Now we don't have any in the analog crafter, right? We're out of we're out of uranium, enriched uranium and rods and all that. And even then, I think, yeah, we only have 2 in there, so we're pretty much 100% out. But what we're going to do is we're going to be putting those into this reactor. Now, I'm not doing it yet. I'm not firing that thing up just yet, okay? In the meantime, I am clear. I don't have any stuff on me, so that's good. I need better power storage. Simple as that. We need to improve all of our setup here to a more advanced tier, basically. And I need to reconfigure things like these. So, for us to do this, let me just grab my buckets. I need the lava. I need the lava to fire up my biogas. We need some larva. Need some larva. There we go. We'll go fire these up quickly before we get started. I don't want to have my power go belly up, so let's get this done. They last a long time, but yeah, just one of those things. This is, I think, the only time I've basically filled them back up. There we go. They've heated up. Heated up. Now our power should be going up a little bit better, which is good. Again, I got to configure a full power cell and all that type of stuff, but down the road. Wow, yeah, like that is not even keeping up. Okay, good stuff. Anyways, so we have all of the uranium set up to be auto put in the nuclear reactor. Now it's going to output depleted uranium cells, right? It's eventually going to deplete those cells of their uranium. These guys right here, this is what it's going to give us. So we'll have to export that once we actually get them, okay? And then those will have to go through our thermal centrifuge, and that's what will actually give us plutonium and uranium-238. The problem still exists is the uranium-235. The uranium-235 is one of those things that seems to be pretty difficult to make. Nuclear craft may improve that. I'm not positive how it all works. Isotope separator, oxide, decay hastener of plutonium, ingot former. I really don't know. I really don't know what all is required to make all this stuff. Molten uranium gives us that and that. LE, molten uranium, depleted. Yeah, I don't really know a good way of getting the 235 outside of just actually going and harvesting more uranium. Straight as simple as that, right? The tiny piles of 235 are definitely our holdups. The tiny clumps of 235 don't seem too bad, but it's a matter of, okay, how do we make the 235 that I don't know about, right? We have the uranium, an isotope of uranium. You have these fuel things, but that's just a whole bunch of 238 with a 235. Yeah. So I don't really know. I don't really know the best way to do this overall. So yeah, it's just one of those things. The 235 oxide doesn't seem to really be. It's 235 with liquid oxygen. I don't see the benefit of that. Outside of maybe we can fire back through some 238 somehow. But yeah, I got to figure all that out. Anyways, I need better power. So let's make ourselves an MFSU. So an MFSU is decently expensive. As you can see, I just had the MFE there. So we have an MFE, we have an advanced machine casing, we have an advanced control unit. We also have all of these advanced control units, which is good. And it is a Lapaton crystal, which is those energy cells, along with a whole bunch of pulverized lapis, which I haven't done yet. Shucks. I knew I was forgetting something. It's a pretty advanced recipe overall. It really is. But we'll get it done here. The other thing that we need is, I think I have everything, because we'll need the cabling to go with it. as well. So we'll get that going here shortly too. So I'm going to macerate up that. Our compressor's already done with our energy cells, or our energy crystals, I should say. So we can put in that guy, and then I just need my pulverized lapis. Not too bad. My goal is we're going to have the MFSU in the basement underneath, and it'll feed into this MFE. So we'll also need an HV transformer, I think. I don't know. We'll see. I might just remove the MFE altogether. Because if we remove the MFE and we just go HV to MV here, then we're good to go, right? So we can just do a transformer here instead. And then we can maybe make another MFSU out of that MFE down the road, right? So we'll just need an HV transformer, this guy here, which is an MV transformer plus a few little upgrades, which is not too bad, right? It's really not. I think the biggest thing here is I need to make another, I need to make myself another set of basic machine frames, which I'm lacking in the resources for at this point in time. Okay, let's get a little bit of this lapis and get some of these at least started. So that's 1, that's 2, that's 3. Oh, baby, look at us go. We're halfway there. We are halfway. Look at us go. All right, the last couple are done. MFSU. MFSU. Basically one of the highest tiers of power that we can get for industrial craft. Now, this also requires 3 insulated HV cables. That's super annoying. I'm not going to lie, because I would just skip right by that if I didn't need this quest. So we will do this quest, sadly. I went over and grabbed, is it 3X? Yeah. Okay, HV cable is a piece of iron. Probably don't even have a single piece of iron over here, do I? Oh, man. The resources that I used and drained out from everywhere is ridiculous. I think I needed 6, didn't I? Is that what the quest said? No, 6 of them. Yeah, 6 of them. Ugh. The plastic and rubber and whatnot involved in that is ridiculous. I did go harvest a little bit of rubber. I know I can use plastic, and I already have that set up quite nicely. Wait. That's all it required? That's nice. Okay, cool. I'm happy with that. It means we didn't need to make it. Oh, wow, we got another cooking table. Okay. All right. So, the MFSU is very strong. It outputs at 2048 or 2048 EU per tick, compared to, if you guys remember, the bat box was back at 32, right? So we are moving way up the ranks when it comes to this setup here. So what we want to do now is we want to improve on that with some more of this Enigmatica dust and some glass fiber cables, okay? This stuff is not that bad. It's a little diamond heavy, but it finally uses some of our silver, which I'm actually a little happy about. We've kind of been stockpiling silver and not really used much of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think we're going to go just fully for broke here. Let's get a little bit of glass just in case. I don't know. I'm not doing the math. I'm not doing the math right now. Okay? Simple as that. All right. Boom, boom, boom. We'll throw these guys in there. We'll get this macerated up so that we can make the glass. And it is pretty good. It is pretty nice stuff. So this MFSU is pretty much going to be directly on top of our nuclear reactor, right? So right off the backside here, right where this torch is, basically. Let's just move that to there. That'll be fine. My thought process is we will put it basically right here, right? Kind of like so. So we have our output right there. And that can run up into our system. And then we can run our power directly into it. So that'll work out really, really nice. I think. I think it will anyways. So that should give us our silver. That's good. We can throw that in there. And our glass to get glass fiber cables. Sweet. So that should give us another quest, which is amazing. The last one is a CF sprayer. It's not too complicated to make. I don't know why it's actually so... this is a really good piece of food. What buff is it going to give me? Nothing. Gave me nothing that I don't already have. Okay. But yeah, that's a really good food. Corned beef breakfast. You know, some of this stuff, like, we could make, you know. We could make some of this stuff. Toast, an egg. Yeah, this isn't that bad. You know, like, we have tomatoes. This is actually a really easy recipe. I think the hardest part is, like, the corned beef. And that. Just the corned beef hash itself. So, yeah. Anyways. So that's good. We have our glass fiber cables. We have our MFSU. So now we can start to hook things up accordingly. So just by doing that, we should be able to get power into our MFSU at the maximum that we could do. At the absolute maximum that we can provide. Now, the one downside here is I think I have to go outside with this. Oh boy. No. Okay, that's a bit of a headache. I'm going to rewire this cable to be like so. And like so. There we go. Okay. So we rewired the cable, so that should be good. Now we can come in here and we can kind of go, all right, these guys we can replace. And this will now go directly into what will be our MV or our HV transformer, right? So this guy will come down and go across and in to there. Not bad. Not bad at all. I'm going to go around like that just because. Now, I'm not going to hook it up just yet. I do want to get myself that HV transformer first and disconnect our MFE. So let me get the HV transformer, this guy here, and then we'll make it and we'll finish wiring this up and we'll turn on our reactor. All right, the MV transformer goes in the middle of that, gives us the HV transformer. Very good. Very, very good. All right, let's get out our wrench quickly and remove that guy. And we are going to have to throw this guy down. Let's just place this dirt here. Boom, like that. That way it's a little easier for us to place that. That should be wired correctly. Should be. We'll see if anything blows up. It's fine. No big deal. If something blows up, well, then we can recreate stuff. Okay? All right. Very good. So that guy is now wired into there, which is wired into the MV transformer, which is wired into the CESU. Now, I'm not overly concerned because we have the MFSU, right? The MFSU is going to have the majority of our power, right? It's a bigger MFE. So, what this means is, that should be connected in, yeah, connected. Interesting that it can't, why is it not keeping up? Just because of nighttime? Should be working. Everything should be rolling. Let's see. Why are these guys not generating and pushing? Or are they? Anyways, it doesn't really matter. We're going to swap to our hazmat suit and we're going to turn on our nuclear reactor. Simple as that. And let's crank this thing up big time. Okay, so shift click like that. We have all of our uranium in the correct spots, which is good. And we're not outputting anything right now. Why are we not outputting anything? Well, simple as this. We need a redstone signal. Pretty straightforward, but I click that. We turn it on. We are outputting now at 1680 EU per tick. Dang. That is good. That is way higher than I thought it would be. Now, there's a few things that we can do. Is we can change our redstone behavior to in our MFSU. Partially filled or empty. Emit if empty. Do not output energy. Do not output energy unless full. Okay. Nothing. Emit if full. Emit if partially filled. I think that's the one that we ultimately want. Now, the emit if partially filled, what that's going to do is it's going to turn on and off our reactor, right? And the way that we're going to do this is we have no uranium things on us. That's good. We can cruise on back. Our power output from IC2 just went through the roof. Through the roof. The absolute roof. I've kind of thought about it. I may move that MFSU back up, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Okay. Let's put that away. Is this actually full? Oh, wow. Our cobblestone is actually full. Color me shocked. It took a while. I'm not going to lie. It definitely took a while. Okay. So, I think I am so jam-packed. Do we have... We have a 238. I don't think we have a 235. No, I haven't found a 235 yet. So, yeah, just one of those things. I thought I'd double check. And this table, this cooking table, I mean, sure. We don't really need it, but that's fine. Okay. So, let's see. So we're outputting a ton of power. I need redstone signal. What's the best way to do a redstone signal or redstone logic? Do I have anything that I can use for this? No, I don't want to use like a computer or anything like that. We just need something to basically carry a redstone signal. We could use wiring from immersive engineering. I know that we can do that. We should be able to use redstone alloy. Alloy furnace. That plus silicone. Okay. Redstone alloy should give us redstone conduit. Can we even make... I think we can do this, can't we? Because alloy furnace, silicon. Silicon ingot. Applied energistic silicon. In the crusher is sand. Yeah, we can do this. Okay, cool. So let's get 8 sand, like so. Let's get ourselves a little bit of silicon from, I believe it was the nuclear craft one. Yeah, nuclear craft in the crusher, like so. So that plus redstone. So let's do now 8 redstone. And let's go see if we can't get this thing fully wired up the way that I want. So we'll go over here to our crusher. Luckily, we have these beautiful, beautiful machines, and we'll get crushing out that sand. Then we're going to run over to our nuclear craft area over there, which does not have power at the moment. That might be a bit of a problem. That might be a bit of a problem. Bit of a situation. Yeah, that's not good. You know what? Now that I'm kind of thinking about this, like, why wouldn't I just do this? Manufacturing fluid infuser. Right? Like, we have all of this coming through here. I'm just going to wire this up. I'm just going to wire it up down here. Okay? So we'll go manufacturing. We will go alloy furnace and the fluid infuser, like so. A little bit more straightforward and easy. All in one spot for now, right? Okay, we'll throw that. This also uses like 1,000 RF per tick, so it really, we need the power cell. We really do. So that gives us the redstone alloy ingot. That's good. And next is the conduit binder itself. I love the fact that I can use some Ender IO right now, because this redstone conduit makes it's so nice to work with. Okay, so this guy, boom, needs conduit binder. Conduit binder is gravel, sand, and clay. So we need 5 gravel. 4, 2 sand, I think, right? 2 sand and 2 clay. Yeah, okay. Conduit binder, let's go. You usually get a whole bunch of this stuff, so that's good. And then we can just smelt this in only a regular furnace. Wow. I haven't had to use a regular furnace in a while. Okay. Regular, plain old Jane furnace. Like so. Let's get ourselves some coal. I guess this is the disadvantage to not being set up appropriately. So we'll get that smelted up. It's going to take a little bit of time, which is really too bad, I guess. But once we get a little bit of it I think I need 6 total, and then we should be able to get this thing done. So these guys go across like so. Do I have a spot for? I do. Oh, I already had some. I already had enough, actually. Oh, well. So we'll get ourselves the conduit binder. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. 6 of it. Nice. And boom, boom. Excellent. Redstone conduit. Now this guy we are going to run on down to our IC2 nuclear reactor area and wire it up accordingly. So this MFSU will output a signal. It's going to output a signal if partially filled. Now whatever that number is, right? It doesn't really matter what that number is. But what we are going to do is we are going to connect this up accordingly. We are going to not input there. We will input there. Why is it showing as output? But it should just be input. Or no, that should be output. There we go. Okay, so that should be output. There we go. We are outputting that. We have an input of that. So once this guy fills up to partially filled, whatever number that is, it should automatically shut off our reactor. Okay, beautiful. So now what we need to do is we need to reverse this. We need the other way, don't we? Yeah, we do. We need to invert this signal. Don't we? Emit if partially filled. We could do like an emit if empty, and then that way it turns it on. I'd like to have more power though around. We need this to be on normally and then off otherwise, right? Yeah. I wonder what the filters are for this. Is there any filters that we can use or that we can make right now? Let's just take a quick glance here. Redstone filter base. What does that even do? Let me take a quick little look-see. Redstone XOR and or not timer sensor. Let me just double check this. It might be like a toggle latch. I just need like an invert. Yeah. Let me see what I can figure out for this setup. If not, there is other things that we can do to kind of activate it accordingly. So, yeah. Redstone filter base. Yeah, and then that gives me all of those. Okay. Okay, give me one sec here, and let's take a quick glance. Alright, so I think the easiest solution here is just to do the admit if partially filled or empty. So basically we're admitting a redstone signal, right, on the red, you know, input and output, to our reactor if it's empty or partially filled. So basically what that means is once it gets past partially filled, it should stop sending a signal. And whatever number that's at. I think it's, I don't know if it's halfway or 3/4 of the way. I can't really remember. But eventually this should shut itself off just through our redstone signal here. once it hits that partial scenario. Okay. Now, we can simulate that quickly just by changing this, right? So it'll only admit if empty. Well, we're not admitting at all at this point in time, right? So it works. It will turn off the reactor. Just a matter of getting it set up appropriately, okay? So hopefully this will work. I'll have to double check it. I'll come back, between now and, next episode basically and see how things are doing. As you can see, we're slowly but surely depleting our quad fuel rods. We have 20,000 durability per each one. They're all ticking down at pretty much the same rate, which is great. Everything is good. We have 0 core temperature. All of our heat vents and everything are pretty much not being used. This guy goes down and then it goes back up again because it's venting out, because it's a heat exchanger. It kind of keeps fluctuating. It goes to the 723, then it goes back up to the 4800, right? It just kind of keeps circulating around, but it stays in that same range. So we will always have, we don't have to maintain any of the other components, and we're getting 1680 EU per tick, which is a lot. Normally this recipe on other packs would only give you 420. So we're getting quite a bit of EU, a lot more than I anticipated, to be honest. So that's really good. That's really, really nice. 1680. Let's see if it triggers at 2. If it doesn't trigger at 2, then I'll keep monitoring as we go. My only concern is partially filled. Could mean basically it might take all the way until it gets full before it ticks off. So, which it may very well. So I might have to still tweak it a little bit, but I'll come back down. I'll monitor it. We'll see. And honestly, once it ticks to full, if it kicks over and says, okay, yeah, you're full, and stops producing, I'm fine with that too. So anyways, that's going to be it for us today. We're done. We're done here. Why is that not getting juice? This is not set up appropriately. No. Okay. Big one there. Right? Big meets big. No? No, that's not right. Big down there. Yeah, I did this wrong. That's why we're not outputting power. I was wondering what was going on there. Yeah, can I even get up anymore? Oh boy. Oh boy. It's a disaster. It's a disaster. Panic. Panic. Panic basket. Anyways. There we go. Fixed it. Fixed it. Alright. So this guy's actually going to go like so, with the 3 spots down, and then this guy goes like so. No. That's the MFE. Ooh, boy. That could have been dangerous. MV transformer. Nope. Okay. I got to go back upstairs to fix this. Anyways, I'm going to get this thing operational. We'll get it running, and then we'll go from there. Okay? Have no fear. I will get it done. We will get it done. All right. Bye-bye for now. Leave a like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Thank you all so much, and have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.